Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Noles will kick this deep to start us off. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Pop pass on the jet sweep. He's past the 25. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around, to give him a chance to get out in space, are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Tries to get it to the running back. It's complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he's got it. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others. But, man, plays like this is what you love to see and kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Pass clock. Finding space at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. A horrible field position to start the drive, Kirk, but they just marched right down the field and get points.
Chris, this offensive coordinator deserves a raise after that opening drive. The way they orchestrated this inside their own 15 to come away with points, impressive.
PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Bates. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on the receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
The game makes it second and medium. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Grab near the sticks. It's McCoy. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
First down at 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. On the run here, lets it go. The sure hands. It's McCoy. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Boy, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. Boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward, and so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Set. Here's second down. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. The Noles will line up to kick it away. That's the first punt of the afternoon for this offense. And this is an ugly shank. And the punt heads out of bounds. They'll spot this ball about the 30. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Gonna run it. It's Brown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. Looking to scramble. Just trying to get rid of it. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
The defense with more pre-snap movement. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Pressure is coming. There's contact on the throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the punt heads out of bounds. That will spot this about the 35. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds it, just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Second down after that previous play. They'll run it from the gun. Breaking free at midfield. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Short connection to the tight end here. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That catch makes it a more manageable third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? To throw, it's Manning. Rifles this football to the left. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew it. With anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it and just misses him.
Offense on the field. The last drive they give up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? 1st down, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and clean the lead before the break. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, and it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
The sack sets up 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And they pick up the 1st on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. Kick is up and no good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Manning. Bringing pressure. Got him, he's sacked.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The Longhorns will have to kick it away. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. And the returner will be brought down. Just time enough for one more play in the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bates. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. On the move. Can he make it? Touchdown, Seminoles. He's going to score.
Of all the skilled players on the field, I think this guy might be as gifted as anybody. What a great demonstration of instincts and just raw speed. Once he got into the open field, nobody was going to catch him.
Lining up to try the extra point. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Receiver makes the catch. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Defenses all around the country got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And the back now goes in motion. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He's looking deep here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
They don't want to waste this good field position, but it's third down and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Short pass finds the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Second down play coming up. Dropping back. It's Manning. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back in motion now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up 4th down. Longhorns will bring their punt team on the field now.
In punt formation to kick it away.
So the special teams miscue cost them 15 yards. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Here's the 2nd down play. Grab behind the line. It's McCoy. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point gives him a double-digit lead. Now they get set to kick it away.
17, Texas. Texas.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Football is coughed up by the returner inside their own 20. Recovered by the kicking team now. They'll steal a possession here.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. That's a design quarterback keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a stop by this defense here on third down and goal. They've been put in a very tough situation, and 3 straight plays, they've stepped up. Now, a big decision for the head coach for the offense. What is he going to do here after those 3 plays? Is he still going to try to get this touchdown?
So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still leading by 10.
It's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Takes the handoff on the counter play. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Back to throw. It's Manning. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Lets it go quickly. He pulls it in for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Second down after the incompletion. It's a shotgun run call. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Longhorns under the line in the hurry up. On third down, he drops to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Trying for a fourth down completion. He slings this one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. And the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Handoff heading left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here comes a handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. And the Seminoles will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Flips it with a running back. Can he make the first down? They've got him, but they convert on fourth down. And the drive keeps going.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. This will be a challenge now. Second and goal, back at the 13. Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. On third and goal, they'll try to run it in. And tackled there by the defense. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that one's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's got some space. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Second down play coming up for this offense. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. They'll kick it away here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
Offense back out there trying to get something going. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's escaping the pocket now. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. He's swarmed by the defense. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. And the Noles are in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they get a chance to get right back in the game.
From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.